pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television.
Screen time supervision. Now, if you're wondering what that is all about, this is the table you're supposed to be at. Now, keeping healthy tabs on your children's TV habit. Does it sound familiar? Or is something that you must have heard? Well, screen time supervision means guiding and monitoring the amount of time children spend watching television or using digital screens. While TV and digital media can be entertaining and educational, excessive screen time can affect a child's physical health, sleep patterns, academic performances, and social development. Now, parents, caregivers, guardians play an important role in ensuring that children develop balanced viewing habits. You heard that right, balance. This can be achieved by setting clear limits on daily screen time, choosing age-appropriate and educational programs, and encouraging children to engage in other healthy activities such as reading, outdoor play, and family interaction. Supervision, screen time, or will I say when you supervise screen time, also involves watching programs with children when possible. I know you might say, Jumai, sometimes that is hard because I'm busy, but make out time. That 5 minutes, 10 minutes to kickstart the program goes a long way. Discussing what they see and helping them understand the difference between entertainment and reality. Placing televisions or devices in common areas rather than bedrooms can also help parents monitor usage more effectively. Ultimately, healthy supervision of TV habits help children develop discipline, better focus, and healthier lifestyles, while still enjoying the benefits of technology in a safe and controlled way. Hello and welcome to Inside Today. I am Jumai Manson. Today, like I mentioned earlier, is all about screen time, supervision, keeping healthy tabs on your children's TV habit. Do not go anywhere. The program continues shortly. Stay tuned.
That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today on Global Television. And like I said, it's all about screen time supervision, keeping healthy tabs on your children's TV habit. Now, to get key salient points on keeping healthy tabs on your children's TV habit, these are some of the points we should consider. You have to set daily screen time limits. Establish a clear number of hours children are allowed to watch TV each day. Sometimes it's better you plan ahead when it comes to the time. You can say in a day you can watch TV for 3 hours or 2 hours just for that leisure time. It goes a long way. Now, follow age-appropriate guidelines. Yeah, younger children should have less screen time than teenagers. Yes, the age brackets differ. So at the same time, when it comes to cartoons, when it comes to teenage movies, there should be a bracket around that, not intertwined. Like a younger child watching teenage movies, no, it doesn't seem right. Prioritize educational content. Yeah, you have to encourage programs that teach language, for instance, science, morals, and creativity. It goes a long way when it comes to understanding that you can actually learn and still relax and have an amazing time by watching. Now, watch together when possible. You might say to yourself, I'm busy and all of that. But when you take out time to watch, co-viewing allows parents to guide and discuss what children are really watching. A lot of children are misguided by what they watch. No parent supervision. And of course, most parents forget about parental control, which helps that balance when it comes to the child or the children trying to understand no-go areas that you are not supposed to watch. Age is very important. And of course, guiding that child to understand that there are some age-appropriate programs goes a long way. Keep TVs in common areas. Avoid placing televisions in children's bedroom for easier supervision. And that comes with the age. If they're younger kids, what happened to the living area? That's for everyone to watch and see what the child is watching. But for older kids, there could be an exceptional. They say for every rule, there's always an exception, and this comes into play. Create a screen time schedule. Now, designate specific times for watching TV to avoid overuse. Sometimes you need that designation of specific times. It goes a long way to help kids understand that you shouldn't overuse that particular time. Encourage alternative activities. Promote reading, sports, hobbies, and outdoor play. It goes a long way in trying to understand what this is all about. Now, avoid screens before bedtime. Screen exposure before sleep can disturb a child's sleep pattern. Sometimes when the child stays longer than time to watch a particular program and skipping his or her bedtime routine, yes, it will expose, it will definitely disturb the child's sleep pattern. And believe me, they're cranky when they wake up in the morning. Monitor the type of programs. Very important. Ensure children do not watch violent or inappropriate content. Contents that do not befit their age bracket could be very disastrous. It's better to limit them to their own age-appropriate content. Now, teach media literacy. It's very important to help children understand that not everything on TV reflects real life. It's artificial. It's all about drama. It's all about exemplifying what the outside world looks like. So that it's better and it's very important you guide the child. Lead by examples. Parents should also practice healthy screen habits. Very important. If you're going to watch TV for 2 hours, when you're done, pick a book. Or when you're done, they should play a game or something. You should live by examples. Very important. Use parental control tools. Most parents forget about this. Many TVs and devices allows parents to restrict certain channels or programs. Yes, it's very important. Like I mentioned before earlier, kids have to understand that there's an age bracket. What they can watch and the time they can watch is very important. And now looking at setting family viewing rules. Yes, every family should have viewing rules in their household. Agree what is acceptable and unacceptable to watch. There are some age-appropriate cartoons that you can watch. There are some that do not really reflect the morals of the day. There are some that teach the wrong reasons. There are some that promote things that are unethical. So you have to learn and agree and say to yourself, agree on what is acceptable and what is unacceptable to watch. Encourage active breaks. It's very important that children should know that you shouldn't sit in front of the screen 24/7. But I mean 24/7 for a longer period of time, from morning till night. Some kids, they feel it's a way of life, but it's not. Children should stand, stretch, or move around after long viewing. Avoid using TV as a babysitter. Yes, for most parents that are always busy, go and watch TV. Does that ring a bell? Go and turn to a particular channel. Does that ring a bell? Trying to avoid some discussions with your children. Now, children should not rely on television for constant entertainment. Please, parents, make out time to sit, have that tete-a-tete moment, they say. It goes a long way. Promote family interactions. Balance TV time with conversations and shared family activities. Goes a long way. When you can bond, yes, that helps parents and children to bond together. Limit screen time during school days. Yeah, children should focus more on their homeworks and learning. Yes, it's very important. Reward good behavior without screens. Use other rewards instead of extra TV time. Now, check program ratings. Very important that you know what program has the best rating to help a child develop when it comes to the psychological aspect, the mental aspect, the moral aspect. All these goes a long way. Now, programs rating help parents decide if that content is suitable. Yes. Now, discuss what they should watch. Talking about programs improves understanding and learning. The child keeping abreast with what is happening when it comes to subjects in which they can some actually struggle with maths. But when you sit in front of the screen and you see a teacher outside the phase that you are used to, it helps you understand. It helps you comprehend, they say, and it goes a long way. Do not go anywhere. The program continues shortly. Let's go on a very quick break. Stay tuned.
That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today on Global Television, and of course it's all about screen time supervision, keeping healthy tabs on your children's TV habits, and of course knowing the boundaries to set when it comes to TV habits. Now, you might say to yourself, Juma, I have actually overlooked these habits. Sometimes I make TV the reward. When a child does something good, I just say to myself, go and watch television, go and sit down in front of the TV, not minding the kind of contents that are being promoted. Now, this particular rule should help you understand that it's very important that you sit down, engage the child for a better understanding about life, what is real and what is not. Okay, now prevent bling watching. Now, watching many episodes at once can create unhealthy habits. When you have a particular channel, when it has to do it. Okay, calm down. Let me explain that. Bling watching is when you have a particular channel, you're done with the cartoon, you switch over to soap opera, you switch over to the drama, you switch over to comedy. It can be tiring. Concentrate on one. It helps a child to maintain a healthy habit, not an unhealthy one, than watching a program half and half. When you're done with one, you're not done completely. You switch to the next one, and you switch to the next one, and to the next, and to the next. Believe me, it's tiring. Encourage critical thinking. Ask children questions about what they see on TV. Most times we're too busy focused on what the child is watching. We are too busy sometimes, but you should take out time. So what did you learn from this? What is going on here? How do you see that behavior? Learn. Interacting with the child goes a long way. Monitor advertisements. Yes. Teach children how advertisements try to influence their choices. A balance, very importantly. The adverts they see on TV, the adverts they watch, episodes they watch, contents they see, programs they see, programs they tune into, helps that child to understand that it could influence their choices growing up. Like I said at the beginning, sometimes some of these TV programs can actually influence moral justification. And it goes a long way. That is why sitting with the child and helping the child comprehend and understand that this particular content is not for you. It's not in your age gap. And the reason why you throw emphasis that it's not in your age gap is because they are not old enough. Some children who are not teenagers, who do not really understand, are not old enough to make choices for themselves. So you as a guardian, parent, caregiver are in the rightful place to make such choices. Balance entertainment and education. Now, TV should not replace educational development. No, 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 it should not. There's time for everything. Like the good book says, there is time and season for everything. There's a time where reading supersedes screen time. When there are exams. Reading should supersede screen time. The child can actually read, and when it's time for leisure, the child can watch TV. An hour, some will say 30 minutes, just to cool off the brain. Believe me. Now, protect eye health. Now, too much screen time can strain a child's eyes. Yes, it does. Haven't you noticed? Have you seen a child that is always focused on their gadgets when it comes to screen, when it comes to their tabs, when it comes to laptops? There's something about the eyes, like it's not as bulgy as it used to be, or bright or vibrant as it ought to be. So you have to be very careful when it comes to that aspect, so the child doesn't strain his or her eyes. Believe me. Encourage physical activity. Children need regular exercise to stay healthy. Aside television, there are other amazing sports a child can actually be involved in. There is football, there is tennis, there is art, there is piano lessons, there are cooking lessons, a lot of things outside screen time. That is more engaging, and believe me, the child, once the child is done, eats, takes his or her bath, and goes to sleep. So there are more things that you can engage your child in, more healthy activities than screen times. Physical activities can also help. Maintain good posture. Ensure children sit properly while watching TV. Some slant, some bend. It affects the posture when it's done on a regular, and it could be very detrimental. So you should encourage how the child should sit. Even when you're going to sit on the sofa or the chair or the couch, there's a proper way to sit and view screen time. Children should not feel bored without television. Really. You shouldn't be bored. Television is not the only fun thing to do. There are other things, like I mentioned. Teach self-control. Children should learn when to stop watching without being forced. Some parents have to turn off the lights, remove the sockets, remove the plug from the sockets, or to get the attention. No. Every child should actually understand that I have 2 hours or 1 hour to actually watch. You shouldn't force or pull or beg no. It's all about self-control and self-discipline. Now, introduce tech-free zones. Yeah. Have you noticed that some kids, when they're eating, they want to hold on to their tabs? When they're on the dining table, and bedrooms can be declared screen-free areas. Once you're on the dining table, no phones. Once you're in your bedroom, no phones. Once we're having a family reunion and we're sitting together and having, like I said, tete-a-tete, where you can sit down and talk, no phones. But sometimes now, I don't want to mention the Gen Zs. Someone said I'm always speaking on the Gen Zs. No, I'm not. But the thing is, you're always on their phones, 24/7, even when they're eating. It doesn't matter the age bracket though, even when they are not teenagers and even when they are teenagers. It's very important that you introduce tech-free zones during eating. When you're eating, no phones. When you're in your bedroom, you're resting, phone shouldn't be close to your head. Put it aside. That self-discipline goes a long way. Now, plan family movie time. Make screen viewing a shared family experience occasionally. Yes, I know it can be difficult. Yes, believe me, because your parents are busy, they have a lot going for themselves, trying to make ends meet, trying to keep up with time, trying to keep up with bills. But once in a while, come together and watch a movie. It's 2 hours, or it could be less than that. It goes a long way. Family bonding is very important. Limit weekend screen blingings. Even on weekends, excessive viewing should be avoided. I know people will say weekends is a time to relax, to chill, but some people just use it as an avenue to just watch TV from morning till night. Believe me, not healthy, not proper. There are other things, other fun, loving things that you can do than screen time from morning till evening. Now, family bonding is important, yes, but at the same time, family activities can also go a long way. Protect emotional development. Now, certain programs may cause fear, anxiety, or confusion in children. Yes, like for horror movies, they can. So that is why you must protect their emotional development, especially the younger kids, those who are 5, 6, 7, their emotional development is very important. They do not understand that it is fiction. So you have to try. That is why certain programs should not be watched. They should be avoided at a certain age. Encourage social interaction. Children should interact with friends, their peers, and family more than screens. It's very important that you have that. I know they say, Juma, you're saying the word again. Yes, I will. The tete-a-tete, where you sit down and you talk and you ask questions. What's happening? How was school? What's your best food? What's your best color? Who is your best friend? All those simple questions that you think it's not important, it's important. It goes a long way. I know some might say, Jumai, please, we're Africans. But really, for as much as we are Africans, we should have that relationship, that bonding with children. It goes a long way. Now, monitor online streaming platforms. Yes. There's some pop-ups that are not healthy for children. Now, streaming services often have more content, so supervision is very important. There's some pop-ups that are not age-friendly for kids, so it's very important that you monitor the online streaming platforms. Now, use timers for screen sessions is very important. Timers help children understand when viewing time is over. You have to shut everything down. You have to stop watching TV or being on your tab or your laptop. So that timer goes a long way, and it's all about self-discipline. Watch for signs of addiction. I have to pause here because constant craving for TV may indicate unhealthy dependence. Yes, and it's a sign of addiction because most kids are glued to their screen when it comes to the tab, the laptop, and all those devices that indicate screen time. So it's very important that it's unhealthy dependence. So it's very important you try and create a balance so the child understands that no, you cannot put all your dependence on this particular aspect of your life. There are other healthier and better ways. Now, encourage creativity. I mentioned it before. I said art, music, and storytelling can replace some screen time. Other activities, art. I love art. So the child can learn art, get a paintbrush and paint, learn to read. We're all on the people say no one talks about the, we're always on the digital era now. But there are some books that the child can actually read and learn from and understand and know that this is a routine and it can go a long way. Now, it's very important that you keep communication open. Children should feel comfortable discussing what they watch. Avoid TV during meals. We've mentioned that before because meals should focus on family bonding and, of course, conversation. Adjust rules as children grow. Now, I mentioned this and I said there's a big gap between the younger children and the teenage kids. Now, older children may handle screen time differently. They understand. But the younger kids, not so much. The younger kids need a guide because they cannot actually take that toll all by themselves. They need you to hold their hands, to understand that this is fiction, this is not, to understand that if you continue this way, it might take you off balance when it comes to your academics. But the older kids, they understand there is a balance, but still you need to guide them. But it won't be as harsh or as so much as the younger kids, okay? Now, promote healthy sleep habits. Reducing screen exposure improves sleep quality. Who doesn't like to sleep for 8 hours? Some say it's 6 to 8 hours, but it gives that vibrance. The child becomes vibrant and the brain needs to develop, and sleep is part of that aspect the child needs. Stay informed about new media trends. Parents should understand modern digital platforms. Very important. Encourage learning through TV. It's not all about watching a movie, watching a drama series, watching a horror movie, but there's some times when you can encourage screen time through learning through screen time. Education documentaries can expand knowledge. It does. Learning about animals, learning about other tribes, learning about things that make the world go round. It's very educational once you find that balance. Now, teach responsible technology use. Now, children should learn to use screens wisely. Watch for behavioral changes. And when the child starts acting too much, just know that too much screen time may affect mood and attitude. Like I said, it's screen time. And of course, that medium is all about visuals. So the child watches and sees everything. There's some personalities the child can just adopt. That is why you have to be very cautious as a parent. You must watch, you must be attentive, you must be vigilant to understand, is this child copying? Is he learning? Is it negative? Is it positive? It goes a long way. Now, balance schoolwork and entertainment. School responsibilities must always come first. That is the priority, because education is the key. So a child must understand that my books are first before any other leisure time. Yes, even screen time. Foster discipline and routine. Screen rules teach children structure and responsibility. Support healthy brain development. Moderate screen exposure supports better cognitive growth. Build a lifelong healthy media habits. Now, with all of this being said, I know as a parent, you might say, Juma, I am too busy. You might not pick all of them, but you can pick some of them. You can work on the ones that that is in line, in tow with these particular points, and they will go a long way. Just try as much as possible, make it a habit to limit screen time, whether they're younger kids or teenage kids. It goes a long way for the child to understand that there must be a balance and education comes first. And you can use this medium for the positive note by learning. Now, good screen habits formed in childhood can last a lifetime. Yes, it does. Now, but for as much as we know, in today's digital age, television and other screens are part of everyday life, but they must be used with careful guidance and balance. Effective screen time supervision helps parents ensure that children enjoy television in ways that supports their learning, health, and overall development. By setting clear limits, choosing appropriate contents, programs, and encouraging alternative activities such as reading, sports, arts, plays, dramas, and family interactions, parents should help children develop healthy viewing habits. Like I mentioned, supervision also protects children from harmful contents and prevents excessive dependence on screen. Now, understanding that keeping healthy tabs on children's TV habits is not about completely removing screen time. No, I didn't say that. So if your child is being addictive because of screen time, your child behavior is changing either in the negative, or the child is struggling to let go of the screen when the tab or the laptop when it's time, take a deep breath. Now, removing screen time, but about creating a balanced lifestyle where technology supports growth rather than controlling it. When properly managed, screen time can become a positive and enriching part of a child's life. Now, with all these few points of mine, hope I've been able to, lead you and make you understand that it's key for you to, screen time supervision, keeping that healthy tab on your children's TV habit. I am Jumai Manson. Have an amazing day ahead, and thank you all for being a part of the program. Bye-bye.